I was asked to introduce our next folks here this morning, and before they were done asking me, I said yes. When I started a couple years ago in Fish Creek, very, very quickly, I was told I needed to meet Chuck. I said, okay, that sounds good, I'll meet Chuck. Who's Chuck? And they said, well, he'll come into the Y. He'll come to the Y, he'll introduce himself, or give him a call. He likes lunch. I said, all right, I can do that. I like lunch too. So I called Chuck and I said, Chuck, I'm Drew. I just started here, but I was told I needed to meet you. He said, sounds great. Do you want to do lunch? I said, yes, I like lunch. Let's do lunch. So Chuck and I went out to lunch. I'm one of very few people, from what I realized, that has actually moved down to Door County. I lived the last 10 years or so, prior 10 years in the Northwoods of Wisconsin. So apparently Chuck is from the UP. That immediately led into great conversations about things like snowmobiles and outdoors and fishing and all of the things that we shared together. Then there's basketball, which naturally a couple of guys sitting around lunch talking about fishing and snowmobiling and all those things in the outdoors, you naturally go to sports. Oh, Chuck likes basketball. Chuck utilizes the YMCA playing basketball, shooting hoops, doing those sorts of things. It goes beyond that. Chuck and Pat together recognize the importance of the YMCA in our community. So we kept having this great dialogue, and I think we've had a few great lunches since then as well. Today we honor Chuck and Pat's stage. They are being entered basically into the Book of Honors from the YMCA of the USA, and it's a recognition piece of those that have given over $100,000 to the local YMCA. They've done so much, I'm going to list it, but ultimately everything from annual giving to helping ensure a sauna is in place in Northern Door. Multi-purpose courts outside so we can play pickleball and do different activities outside. The landscaping, so that beautiful corner of 42 and Gibraltar Road. A number of things, the list goes on and on and on. Most recently, we had talked to Chuck and Pat about helping us out with our pool mechanical room. A massive undertaking up north to ensure that that YMCA can continue to be strong and provide the programming that we want to be able to do. They are great people. They have given a lot to this community in a number of different ways, but more specifically to the YMCA. I'd like to just take a moment and thank Chuck and Pat Stage. They are great people. They help out, as Dr. Dan was just talking about, not only with time, but also with their talents and their treasures. Ladies and gentlemen, please, nice round of applause for Chuck and Pat Stage as our Book of Honors. Chuck has a 45-minute presentation he'd like to do.
It's been an honor for us to help you.
Here,
It's been an honor for us to share in some of the opportunities that we've had lately, and to help the community, to be part of the community has been good. So, yeah, I really appreciate this, the recognition. It's good to be